The Serendipity FineFocus webinars are our global parish pump where we gather together and share while we get sustenance for life. Today we look at how the webinars evolved, for whom, when and where the webinars happen, the two strands, how the sessions work, the variety of content, who facilitates and presents, and challenging. The webinars have been global and cross-sectoral since Sue Waters, Phil Hart and myself started them in late 2008. Originally most participants were from the USA and Canada, and some night owls from Europe. Recently we've had more Australian participants and fewer from elsewhere, raising a worry that we'll lose our global focus. The webinars take place in the Edublogs BlackboardCollaborate Community Partnership virtual room. They originate from Western Australia, but we've had presenters from around the world. Webinars have always been based around freely sharing. They're free. All educators are welcome to drop into any session. There's no registration. The webinars happen every week at the same time, 11 p.m, 2300 hours GMT UTC on Thursdays. This is Thursday afternoon, evening in the USA and Friday morning in Australia. Western Australia doesn't do time changes with season, so however this does mean that everyone that does has to join at different times, summer and winter. The initiative originated with Sue Waters, the Edublogger, and with myself. Phil also joined in. The webinars were born out of our conversations about educators sharing knowledge and in the informal and professional development when people get together and network. Sue has a great passion for global sharing, and I too find this intensely exciting, though back then I had no idea how to do it. Initially we simply tweeted just before the session, and those who turned up shared knowledge, ideas, information and skills ad hoc. This was unsustainable because of topic repetition, no one having necessary topic knowledge some weeks and needing to prepare. It was also a bit messy and quite stressful. So we evolved to a slightly different model, alternating between an unconference session and a pre-prepared topic. We still tweeted just before, but we also used calendars. It's more sustainable but also time demanding in advance for the moderator preparing a topic. This has now morphed to the current structure, alternating between Serendipity unconference and FineFocus pre-prepared topic. We still tweet and use calendars, but also post on G+, Facebook and blogs. Now the emphasis is strongly on participation and interactivity, encouraging participants to use the tools and to present their first sessions in a supportive environment. Our two strands are Serendipity unconference sessions, where we invite you to bring your hot topics, list them on the whiteboard, and then choose the topic of the week by poll. And the FineFocus, focus sessions of different types on a variety of topics of interest to educators globally. The Serendipity unconference sessions are completely unplanned. Participants write topic ideas on the whiteboard, we vote on the topic, we usually ask the topic provider to expand. If we have someone with expert knowledge, we ask them to share. Otherwise we pool our knowledge and or explore the topic and share. The FineFocus sessions are pre-planned. Topic areas have included techie stuff, discussions on topical issues, sharing tools and strategies for teaching, learning and professional development, and exploring tools in the session, and sharing impressions gained. We strongly encourage participants or other educators to present sessions. It's a great way to do your first webinar and with help available. We aim to stay global and multi-sectoral with free drop-in sessions. We focus on sharing and collaborating in a supportive and highly interactive environment. We encourage those unfamiliar to join in, have fun, and ultimately present sessions. The session overviews with recording links are posted on the Everything blog. We always use GMT UTC for times because time zones and seasonal changes can cause chaos with late or early arrivals. There are now just so many webinars, all competing for participants with too little time. This increases the tendency to view the recording rather than attending, thus reducing interaction and the range of ideas and opinions shared, leading to a less interesting webinar. Facilitator time is always an issue, especially for FineFocus sessions where planning and preparation is required. Finding guest presenters and ensuring they're comfortable with BlackboardCollaborate also takes time. We've not been without occasional technical glitches also, although these are pretty uncommon. Have the webinars had an impact? Who knows? In almost 4 years we've had around 170 webinars with anything from 3 to 40 participants. At an average of around 10 to 12 per webinar, this could be approaching 2,000 attendees. There are also people who access the recording rather than join, around about 2 to 4 per session. The ripples spread outwards. For many of our participants, these webinars have been one or more of the following: their first virtual session, first chance to speak in virtual sessions, first chance to be a moderator, first virtual presentation in a supportive environment. Many of these have gone on to start their own virtual ripples. We've had great feedback. One of the best things about webinars for educators is the meaningful feedback. They say exactly what they enjoy and often include the why. Most often cited in feedback over time have been the great value of unconferences, opportunities to connect and network globally, interactivity, opportunities to participate, and supportive environment. The model we use works for participants, perhaps because it has many of the components we recognise as being part of excellent practice in teaching. Interactions are a vital strategy for engagement in a virtual environment where there's no body language component by which to judge that engagement and where distractions are myriad. The webinars are global, with regular facilitators Joe and Phil Hart in Western Australia. We alternate serendipity on conference with FineFocus on specific topics. Our aims are around sharing and collaboration with a high degree of participation and interactivity. We encourage participants to use the tools and then to present in a supportive environment. Thank you for listening. Edublogs Serendipity and FineFocus are on Thursdays at 2300 GMT UTC in the Edublogs Blackboard Collaborate Community Partnership Room. Join us with the link on the slide. To check out recordings, visit the Everything blog and search for a topic of interest. See you online soon.